Yeah, we at CrossEngage, we believe in something called the moment marketing theorem. It's basically based on Kahneman's peak-end rule, which basically means that consumers always memorize the experience they have with a brand. And what they remember is two things: either the best or the worst moment and the end. So it was like, oh, I was trying out this new shop, and in the beginning it didn't really work out, but then they, did their delivery super on time, and the product was perfect. And you can apply this mechanism to basically everything, every moment that you're having, right? When you talk about vacation, right? Yeah, I was at Tegel, and this airport was like super cramped, and it wasn't the best, best stuff, and then we were late. But at the end, the hotel that I got from Holiday Check was perfect. Right? This is always how consumers memorize moments, and that's the way we believe marketing and customer experience has to be done. And then you stay on top, when you create these moments, you stay on top of the consideration set, the set basically where consumers decide which brands to buy from. If you create these sticky moments, you'll be on top of the conservation set. And other things, of course, help to create that experience as well. But it's all about these moments that have to stick and that have to be positive at the end. And then you'll be in the consideration set for the next purchase. And that's what we believe is one of the most important things you have to do in creating a unique customer experience.
It's all about the customer service, right? It's all about the customer success. It's all about the strategy towards customers. Nowadays, there is a lot of businesses that are very similar to each other, that sell same things, right? So you need to find this competitive advantage, right? And it can be either technological advantage or it can be approach towards your customer, right? If you're open to your customers, if you treat them as a center of your business and really take their feedback and see them as the most important asset of your company, this is where really begins this focus on being, customer-centric. There is a lot of examples in e-commerce when this very customer centricity is really paying off, right? So focus on your customer, focus on their needs and listen to them, and you will see a good return.
So I can answer this question from a software point of view. So it's definitely extremely important to have close customer interactions. So we mainly speak to our customers on the phone or use video conferencing, but definitely it's also important to visit them frequently, sometimes every month, sometimes in the beginning of a customer relation, maybe more often. And on top, of course, email is a good medium to touch base, let's say, in an easygoing way. And recently we also started to use some chat channels, like Slack, for example, to have a very easy way for the customer to communicate and reach out to us.
In the regular exchange with our customers, and either on events or on business meetings or on the phone, so that is what we really try to have a partnership, and not only a customer who bought our license and work with us for a short term, but it is a long relationship we try to build up, and that is only possible when you see each other as a partner.
Like I said before, we have the tool, so it's a very successful tool, and on top of it, a customer support. So here, we really listen to the client, we make sure that we have them satisfied, and that's the best way we do it.
So to build a great customer relationship, in theory it's easy, the execution is the tough part. So you have to have your client always on top of your mind as your top priority, because in e-commerce you will always have some mistakes. So that's not something you can avoid, but the question is how you're going to solve them. If you are really towards your clients, they will ultimately forgive you and come back to you.
I think the same thing there, that you need to do a lot on your own channels. I would say, okay, Instagram is of course cool. I know some people working with Snapchat, but for me that's more for kids, and they don't sit on the money. So I think it is very important that you give a very, very good experience on the website or in your platform for consumers, because if they feel at home there, they will come back. And if you also got a good customer service, free returns, of course, because that's also something that draws people there. I think that is very important. because then you build a relationship. And I also think that having programs for high valued customers, like someone who orders a lot, should, in my opinion, get a better service than someone who orders something sporadically, because that person does not contribute as much to your success, right? So hence, building a relationship in different tiers, I think, is important.
As an e-commerce business, you're going to maintain and build those customer relationships by connecting them between what they want and what you have, and making that really easy for them to go through that flow. That could be email newsletters where you're pushing out information to them that's relevant before they even think about it, or right at the cusp of when they're thinking about it. Or when they land on their homepage, that homepage is their homepage, it's tailored specifically to them. Through these types of things, it's going to be this seamless experience, and you can also build in that surprise and delight that people often speak about, where they go, wow, I had never even thought that that's something that I wanted, but it is indeed something that I want. Or, I wanted that, and you put no friction in between me and purchasing it, and I'm going to keep coming back because it's such a pleasant experience.
How do you build and maintain customer relationships? Email marketing is a great way to do that. And I don't just say this because I work for an email marketing company. It's sort of the standard CRM tool, right? Email marketing. But the trick is to get it right. So if someone's given you their email address and said, yes, I want to receive promotional information from you, that's a huge sort of gift. That has a currency that they're giving you. And you have to fulfill their expectations. So you have to send them personalized content. And this is maybe the second biggest struggle in e-commerce, is how do you correctly segment and personalize your messages. And what does personalization mean? People want to receive relevant offers. The trick is to send people emails they actually want to read. So what does that mean? You want to personalize and segment your emails so they're relevant for people. That's the first most important thing. Again, in this Adobe survey about email habits from last year, people say the biggest personalization fail is when they receive offers that aren't relevant to them. They don't want to wade through things. So don't, send a mass blast of everything you're doing. Send targeted emails. Relevant offers, and people want to be remembered, they want to feel listened to, and they want to be in control. So as you plan your segmentation for your email marketing strategy and for keeping your customers, really think about those 4 things with personalization.